Hello, darlings. How are you? This is Miss Karen with The Open Book, the place where I get to share all of me with all of you. Now, before I get started, I want to remind everyone to subscribe, number one. Also, comment, like, and share this video because I want to get to know you guys more and more. The topic of this video is the power, how the word no, yes, how the word no changed my life. Now, if you are like me or how I used to be the kind of person that whenever anyone asked me to do anything, it was impossible for me to say no to them. They'd say, "Oh, Karen, can you come into work tomorrow on your day off?" "Oh, sure, no problem." "Karen, can you decorate for the committee?" "Sure, no problem." "Karen, I know we just got paid, but can I borrow $250? "Sure, no problem." I was always saying yes to people and I couldn't say no. And it really bothered me to my spirit. And this whole topic came about because I posted something on my Facebook page the other day and it said, if you really want to know how people truly feel about you, tell them no and watch the magic unfold. As long as you are giving a person, giving your house, your body, your money, your time, your love, people will love you to death. The moment you tell them no, they will metamorphosize into a completely different person and have you looking at the side of your head like, what the hell is wrong with them? They love you up until that moment. Why is that? Because people only want from you what they can get out of you. They only want to receive as long as you're giving. I had to learn a long time ago, and I had a conversation with my godmother, BB. So she's watching this. Hey, BB, I love you. She had told me that, Karen, there is nothing wrong with telling a person no. No isn't and doesn't have to be a negative word. And I really had to think about that. And I was 19 years old at the time when she said that to me, and I really had to think about that. And my first inclination was, of course, no is a negative word. No, I mean, hello. No is a universally understood word in practically every part of the world and everything else. Everyone understands the word no. And so it wasn't until I was in my late 20s that that statement began to resonate with me and began to make sense. No doesn't have to be a word, a negative word. People put power into words. So you should be able to tell someone no and it not damage the relationship or change their perspective of you. And that's really the beauty of loving a person unconditionally. If I go to one of my girlfriends and I, ask them, I have a girlfriend who works in the airline industry, and I say, "Girl, can you get me, a hookup on a plane ticket?" And she tells me, "No, I can't do it." My love for her does not change because she told me no. Why? Because there is nothing necessarily negative about the no. She couldn't do it. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. The show must go on. But there are people in your life that will make you believe that no is a negative word. And you will know that by the change in their behavior. So if you doubt that, the next time somebody asks you for something that you know in your spirit you don't want to do, tell them no and just sit back and watch how they begin to change. If a person changes their relationship with you because you weren't willing to do something that they wanted you to do when you really didn't want to do the bull crap to begin with, they weren't a friend to begin with and they really don't give a damn about you. They were just trying to use you and were going to ride that ship as long as they could. One thing I also learned, and I learned this from Oprah, and I love Oprah to death. Oprah said that you have to take charge of not only your life, in terms of the direction of, of your career and your happiness and everything else, but she said you have to take control of your happiness. So you do not allow people to remain in your life when they do not serve a purpose. My daddy taught me, if we are on a boat, everybody on this boat has a role. Because if we all aren't doing our part, the boat is going to sink. And the last thing you need is dead weight in a sinking ship. So you don't allow people to use you, manipulate you, control you, and not do anything about it. You know, I had a girlfriend to say, oh, it was my aunt, actually, it was my aunt. She was saying, I'm like, girl, why are you messing with this man when, you know, he doesn't do anything for you? He lies to you when he says he's going to come and see you. He doesn't show up. He has stood you up, you know, numerous times. And her response was, Karen, you know, I know, Karen, I know. I'm just going to wait until he decides that, you know, he doesn't want to be bothered with me anymore. And I looked at her, and this is my aunt, so clearly she's older than I am. And my immediate thought was, why in the hell are you allowing this man to have that much control over you? You don't have to sit there and take his foolishness. You have the power to tell him, no, I'm not going to be bothered with that. If you want to be with me, you're going to have to treat me with the respect that I deserve. So she never allowed herself to be in a position of power and authority to tell this man to go about his business, because clearly he was making a fool of her. She waited 5 years. It was a 5-year relationship, and she waited 5 years until the man stopped calling her. And then she was like, okay, I'm done. Why does it take 5 years? Why does it have to be him not calling you before you realize that this isn't what you want? Girl, so I want to employ everyone watching this video. Learn how to tell people no. Be cognizant of the people in your life that are trying to use you and take advantage of you only for what you have to give them. Tell their ass no. Honey, even TLC said no. I don't want your number. No. I don't want to give you mine. No. I don't want to meet you nowhere. No. B, I don't want none of your time. No. So, honey, I tell people no all the time. The day I told somebody no for the first time and held to my conviction and actually meant it, I went home and cried. Wasn't because I felt like I had disappointed them. No, I cried because it felt like a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders and I felt empowered in my own life. You have to empower yourself. You can't wait for people to treat you the way that you want to be treated, to give you the opportunities that you think you deserve. You have to empower you. You are responsible for you and your own actions, your happiness, your life, your love, your joy. It is all about you. And if you don't have the power to take control of your own life and your own destiny, then you are shortchanging yourself. People will always attempt to walk over you. Always. But it doesn't mean that you have to throw out the damn doormat and put it on your back and let people trample back and forth. Stop people in their tracks. Tell them no. If they don't understand no, tell them hell no. And if they still don't understand that, you tell them hell no. Hell no. And you tell them in a way until you keep saying it until it resonates in their spirit. I'm going to get out of here. Remember to love yourself and each other. Give more than you receive. Be the best possible you that you can be. And never ever be afraid to tell people no. Because if no can change my life and remove the doormat from my back, honey, no can change your life as well. Amen. And God bless you all. Talk to you later. Bye.